going, everybody? Loving them Dadcast. Finally bringing you Matchbox Rescue 5 5-pack. Brand new for 2025. This one has been pretty difficult to get, at least for me. Did pick this up at Target. So pretty happy to find that. I think I picked it up at Target. It might have been Walmart, but I'm pretty sure it was Target. But either way, it's been out for a little bit. This one is all new. No carry forwards, no reissues, no nothing. 100% new. And they all have matching decos, which is a pretty rare thing these days. We typically don't get that. It does have mostly licensed models in there. Of course, helicopter's not going to be licensed, but it's fine. This one is very Euro themed, and it uses, very Euro or not US themed vehicles, which I think is a pretty good, departure from the typical of what we would typically get. So we'll get this out of here. Start right from the top. It does come with the BMW. This is the M5 Police. Pretty straightforward decos on there. The headlights look pretty good. So a little bit of, looks like there might be a little bit of shine designed into that print, which is not very good, but it's not the end of the world. Rescue EMT on the side. This is a generic livery. There's nothing licensed about this, but they do match each other. It does have a little bit of black printing for the side pass. I'm not really sure why they chose black. Not red, but it is what it is. It does have an integrated light bar on the top, and then there is your base deets. So pretty straightforward. This casting's been around for a little bit. It's not a new casting or anything like that, but pretty good. When I first saw this 5-pack, I thought that was the Holden, but it's not the Holden. All right, the Mission Chopper does have the extended little section back here, which comes out. This has been modified from its original casting release. Came out originally in like 80 or 81, I think. I'm not sure if it's going to have a date here on the base. So there you go, 1985. So I was a little bit off. So 1985, when this was a brand new casting. 2012 was retooled. It used to have a two-piece blade on the top. The window was also removable. That window is fixed in there now, but it still had the extendable little section in the back. There is the deets on there. It says Rescue MB E3. So pretty cool. This is air support. It's pretty straightforward. It's a cool deco. Nothing particularly fancy about it, but just another version of the Mission Chopper, which has been around forever. They've done about, I'm going to say somewhere in the neighborhood of about 50 or so decos for that casting over its lifetime, which is a pretty high number. All right, moving on to the Capri. This is the Mark II Capri, or I guess just a Capri. This one's a very interesting choice. I think, they probably just were trying to figure out where to use this casting again, and I think it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it being in this pack. It's a little bit out of spot, I think. I don't really think it fits the pack. But again, it's a brand new deco. It's a new version to get for this particular casting. Casting's only been done a few times. It's just solid white and a little bit of decos on the side. No front or rear tampos or anything like that on there. So nothing super nice, but it's fine. I guess it's kind of like another cop car, sort of. All right, next one up is the Scania. Does have full prints on the front, which is really, really nice. P360 on there. So I do like it. I like it a lot. Details on the side, pretty straightforward. This one's E2. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the unit number or if that's maybe just the level of trauma or whatever that the unit itself can handle. So we saw E3 and now E2. Although the two cars are not marked with their respective E numbers, I guess. It's a really good casting. This one has not been used very often, so I'm really happy that they included it in here. And we get a brand new deco on it. I think this casting is very underused. I think Matchbox needs to really, really pick it up and start pumping out some more of those Scanias, which I think are really, really, really nice. And then the last one in the mix we have not seen since, I believe it was in the Global series. Actually, I think it was in the Russian version of the kind of Global series. This is the Renault Master Ambulance. It is a plastic body with a metal base, a metal gloss black metal base. It is a hook assembly model, so there's no rivet in the back. The interior is in there. It's kind of part of the model itself. There is an interior in there, though. It looks okay. It's got windows and stuff in there. The prints on the side look pretty good. This one's E1, so we have E1, 2, and 3. So at least those kind of match up and go together. The print colors on this one come up a little bit different than the rest because it's plastic. So you're printing plastic on there, printing onto the plastic. But the details and stuff look pretty good. The side marker lights, the little siren lights up here at the top in orange. No prints on the back, unfortunately, and no prints on the front. But it's a good casting. It's unfortunate that it's plastic, but it's pretty big. So if they were to make this metal, it would be a pretty heavy casting. So throw that up right there. So pretty straightforward. Simple, really not a whole lot to say. It's a really good pack. I like the theme. I like the deco theme. Hopefully, maybe we can see another one of those decos on maybe a mainline or something next year, because I think that would go together pretty well, especially on some of the other fire equipment that they've been doing. So, not too bad. Brand new 5-pack, and we're always good with that. We always love the new 5-packs, and we're gonna roll out. Catch you on the next one. Peace.